Hi everyone, I'm Chris Gamble. I'm a principal at an elementary school, and recently I was in the market for some new radios for our school. Previously what we had were these Motorola's that you can pick up at almost any department store. These I picked up at Costco about 2 years ago. They take a AA battery pack. They came with a NiCad triple battery pack in them. They were all right. One of the difficulties we had is that our school has quite a bit of cinder block in it, so reaching inside to outside was nearly impossible. So when teachers were on duty at recess time, they weren't able to call the office, and then we're relying on their cellular phones to call if they worked. And I say if they worked because the community that I work in is in the country, and cell service is not a guarantee on our playground. So I was looking for an alternative. And while looking for an alternative, I called a local retailer and asked them about a more substantial version of a radio, and asked them sort of what to look for, where quality began, and what the outfit told me was that these radios are 1 watt or less. And if you're looking to get through walls, through cinder block, as I was, you need to get something that is more than 2 watts and preferably 4 watts. So what they had were these commercial radios. They looked something like what you'd see a mall security agent using, and they were a Motorola. I can't recall the actual label on them because after getting a quote, I chose to do something else. They were about $400 a unit. And what I did instead was I searched on Amazon for a 3-watt two-way radio, and what I found were these Samcom radios. You can see them on your screen there. So what I picked up was a set of these Samcom radios. They come in groupings of 6 or 3s, that sort of thing. And so I picked up 8 of these walkie-talkies, so I have one for each classroom, and they're very economical, and ordered them. And they come in a box, sort of like this. You open up the box. It comes with a little manual, okay, for the two-way radio. Comes with the radio itself, which I'll come back to in a moment. The radios have a lithium-ion battery in them, a clip which you have to install with 2 screws, Phillips head screwdrivers, and a charging station. And when we had the smaller radios, the little Motorola's, I would charge them in a group charger in the staff room. But now that I've got these radios and purchased enough for each one of our staff members, we've got individual charging stations, which actually is a better thing. Sorry. Also comes with an antenna. The installation of the antenna is fairly simple. You just screw it in. So you open up the package here. And it's been my experience with all the radios that I purchased that the radios come with about a third charge. So now my radio is activated. I can turn it on. They have 20 channels, and they're also programmable. So if you have radios that are already in your building, you can access different bandwidths. But I just chose to leave it with what we had. So pick a channel. There are 20 of them. There's also a group chat feature, so you can have, let's say, a safety team or something like that that is only being called by pressing this button. Haven't set that up yet either. Comes with this headphone earpiece thing that I don't think I will have any use for at the moment, but you never know. So sort of like the surveillance Magnum PI kind of deal. And 2 screws to screw in your radio. So just to give you an idea of the effectiveness of the range of these things, they are a 3-watt radio. These radios, these little Motorola's from Costco, only would barely get outside. So when I'd go to do bus duty or duty on the playground, I couldn't call the office, and my secretary couldn't hear me. And staff couldn't hear one another from inside to outside. These actually get through our walls very, very easily. And just to test them, I had a staff member drive away from the school, and they managed to get as far as the Prime Meridian Trail. And for those of you who don't know where that is, because you're not in Manitoba and not in the Interlake region, it's from my school. It's about 5 miles and through 2 layers of cinder blocks. So that's a pretty incredible feat for something that costs less than $50 a piece. The other neat thing that I bought as well, which I think I would highly recommend to those of you in a school setting, is I picked up a little station that plugs into the wall for my secretary, so that she can just simply click on the talk button and call all the folks on the playground. So somebody gets injured, or you need to check on somebody to make sure that they are outside or inside, or somebody has a phone call, we can now use that as well and not rely on people's cell phones with spotty service in our area. Also, as a pro tip, when you order something the first time, they give you this little handy card for 20% off of your next purchase. So I did that, so I saved 20% off of more radios, and I was so impressed with them. I bought 8 to begin with, and I thought, that's a lot of radios. And then I decided that because they were so good, that I would order them and put them in every classroom, and then a few in our office for ancillary staff who needed them to take them outside. So now we're completely connected, and they were so impressive for our staff that they've said, we're going to bring those on field trips. We're going to bring them wherever we go with students, because we know that we can contact one another, and I think that we're going to be adding them to our fire drill protocol as well. They just work so well. So if you're interested, just go to Amazon or search Samcom, and thanks everyone. Have a great day.